What up, YouTube? It's your man, Vinny Chase. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to pick up where we left off on our road to the Jay-Z Extra Innings show out at Yankee Stadium, all right? So let's go ahead and let's kick our story back off.
Now tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
Vincent Chase, brand name recognition.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
All right, good morning, guys. It is concert day. It is Sunday, July 12th, and this is the Extra Innings concert day for Jay-Z in Yankee Stadium, okay? I have just checked out of my first hotel where you seen we was running around all day yesterday. So now I'm on my way to the subway, and we're gonna go uptown to Manhattan to have us a little brunch in Times Square and meet up with Jill. Y'all know Jill. We got one of our friends coming into town today to kind of link up with us before we head out to the show. So we're gonna kind of move around, maybe check out some museums before it's time to check into the hotel uptown and actually get ready to party the night away, okay? Here we go. Oh, look, see? I made it back to the subway station without using a map, and I know I'm supposed to go and catch the N train right in town. I think it's the 42nd. So let's see if we can wing the rest of it. Let's see if we can freestyle New York City, dog. I like this place. It's got the kind of motion that I like. Like, everything's on go here, and I'm on go. I like to go. I like shit going on. All right, so you know I got this weird thing about making reservations, okay? So like yesterday, I made the reservation at 140 Rooftop or whatever, even though it was dead as empty when we walked in there, right? I also made a reservation today at a place called Haven. Now, Haven is kind of down the block from Times Square. It is a nice little place, a nice little rooftop. It's not very big, so you might want to definitely make a reservation if you're coming later in the morning, right? Like, our reservation was basically as soon as they opened. They opened at 11, we was here at 11. Okay. Now look at this French toast. This French toast is just like this big old brick of bread, right? It looked like maybe it's just like half a loaf or something, right? And they got it nice and crispy and fried up on the outside with the nice compote on the top and the fruit coming down, all right? And when I was trying to have it, I noticed that I was short on syrup, okay? And usually that's pretty typical in some of these restaurants, right? But as I continued to eat it before the syrup got there, I just hit into this busting area of just like blueberry sauce on the inside. It was just so good. Oh my God, man. Like, I really didn't even need the syrup when it finally came out. But like, if you're looking for a French toast, when you come down to New York City, that's pretty close to Times Square, I would definitely recommend the Haven Rooftop, because this French toast was super, super good. But now that we're gonna wrap up our brunch here, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna head on over to the Museum of Illusions, all right? Like, that sounds pretty exciting to me, so.
Now tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
Vincent Chase, brand name recognition.
While there was some cool attractions in there, you should know that the museum is really, really small. It's really small. Like, you basically can walk around the first floor of it in, 6 minutes, okay? And then there's a second floor, probably give it another 6 minutes. You can be in and out of that whole thing in less than 15 minutes, man. And they want $30 for you to come and walk in and around there, right? Like, for instance, okay, they got the little spinny things on the wall here. Then they got like this mirror illusion. They got like these room illusions right here. Then they got like the mirror room going on, and it really wasn't that big. You close the door and it's not like it was a mirror maze. It was just a room with a bunch of mirrors in it. So it wasn't really that, like, it wasn't that exciting. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because they had a nice little room where it looked like I was getting smaller and getting bigger walking in the same room, which was cool, but dog, I'm telling you, it was not worth the $30 that we paid to get in there. I will tell you though, one time when we did come to New York City, we went to the Balloon Museum. And let me just tell you about that real quick, because that was kind of cool. And that, you know, that was cheaper. And it was kind of worth the experience over there.
So listen, now we getting ready to go into this thing. I don't know what this is. Jill dragged me here. She found this online somewhere. So I got you. Woo! Oh.
So you would think that the Balloon Museum would have a bunch of rooms that was dedicated to like balloon art, right? That's not really the case. There were maybe 3 rooms that were specially dedicated to balloons. Like for instance, one room was a bunch of donut-shaped balloons that was kind of hanging from the ceiling, and they would alternate up and down with chiming sounds, kind of like, you know, church bells almost, you know? The next room kind of had these big balloons with like hummingbird balloons on the inside, right? And when you walk past them, they kind of made a little chime noise and they turned different colors, right? And at one point, it almost felt like they were playing a song, you know, kind of bouncing off each other. So that was kind of cool. The next one kind of had like this big balloon. They kind of had like these little spikes on the side, and we were just kind of throwing it around the room, you know what I mean? From side to side and punching it and, you know, just kind of like keeping it alive off the ground or whatever. And it's a lot heavier than it looked, trust me. But those were really pretty much the only rooms dedicated to balloons. The other rooms they had was kind of like this room that was spitting out what like almost looked like bubbles, but they were kind of like little smoke balls or like vapor balls or whatever. And like it was kind of cool because it almost felt like they were moving in slow motion in like 3D. It was weird. It was kind of cool, man. But they also had a room that kind of felt like the Busta Rhymes Janet Jackson video, right? And it was more so an illusion, really, right? Like there was only 2 rows of whatever the design was, and the rest of it was kind of like a mirror, so it's not really as deep as it looked when you was walking through here. The best room that they had kind of had these potato sack people in it that almost remind me of like the Minions, you know what I mean? And I just kind of had my fun throwing myself into those and punching those and, you know, just kind of hanging out or whatever, right? So as crazy as it is, even the main room inside the balloon museum was not really about balloons. It was just a big room that was served as like a big ball pit, kind of like what you find at like a kid's fun zone, you know? And the walls were just all different LED screens, and like at the top was kind of like these different orbs or like, you know, balls that was kind of stuck to the ceiling and whatnot. And at one point we were just kind of waiting around for some show to start. And, you know, I just dove on in like anybody would do at a ball pit, right? And while I was down there, all of a sudden I start hearing all these noises, like these thunderstorm sounds. And like, so when I come up, it's just like this roar of thunder, and it's like these orbs start coming down from the ceiling and these light shows start going crazy, right? So I don't know, it was just a lot of theatrics, like a lot of stuff just started happening when I was there. And, you know, after it was over, they just shoveled us on to the next room.
Ladies and gentlemen, exhibition continues.
And before we got out of there, they kind of shoveled us through like a balloon maze and onto this room that kind of had like different stations of balloon art before you made your way on out the door. But what I'm really trying to say is if you see the balloon museum pop up in your city, like New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Miami, whatever, go ahead and stop on by because it's a really fun time in there, okay? Now back to the story. So after the Museum of Illusions, we just hopped on a train and we started to make our way uptown because like her hotel is in Harlem and my hotel is up in Washington Heights. So on the way up, we kind of pull off to a pit stop to ride the Roosevelt Tramway, right? The Roosevelt Tramway is not a tourist attraction. However, it is a nice little place to get some nice skyline views without taking a helicopter tour.
Now tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
Vincent Chase. Brand name recognition.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yo, he is destroying the game, yo. Bro, that's all you can do, man, is pray and keep killing. That's it, man. They only get one shot at this thing.
It's $3 one way, $3 the back way. And apparently there's a lady that informed us that there's a ferry that we can take. So now we're going to kind of find it and take it. Shit. Now the ferry actually goes a few different ways. Like you can catch the ferry down to Lower Manhattan. You can catch the ferry over to Brooklyn. Like, and we're going to take our ferry up to Queens. Okay. Hey man, riding this ferry was really nice. Riding the tramway was really nice. I really like New York City. New York City is like, a whole country. And when I say that, it's just like Brooklyn and Queens and the Bronx and Manhattan and all these different places, like they don't really overlap a lot, right? Like when I was talking to the girl having the pizza yesterday, she was kind of telling me how people from one borough really don't travel to a lot of other boroughs. So I think it would be really exciting to come and spend some real time down here. For now, we're just going to go ahead and check in and make our way on over to Yankee Stadium because it's probably like 4:30 right about now, and the concert doors open at 6. So I got to get showered up. I got to change my clothes because it's time to lock in and it's time to celebrate 30 years of the greatest rapper of all time. So I'm going to change my clothes and I'm going to see y'all in line at the concert, baby. Yankee Stadium, we are on the way. Peace.